politics, like I want to be involved, but I think it's too late for me as a person to be involved. I do vote and stuff like that, based on the fact that the false hopes that they give you.
Like, we want people who are willing to talk to us. You know, we're screaming out for someone to say, right, help us.
Literally everything that we do has an effect on people. We create laws in Parliament, and those laws have an implication right across. We make policies for different things, and that affects everybody.
How can it benefit me, like voting? Because at the moment I just think, you know, I turn up for work, I run my business and I go home. Like, by me voting for somebody, how is that going to help or not help or affect?
Well, you're a small business, and therefore there are huge implications that affect you. You're probably self-employed as well.
Yeah.
One of the things that we've done, the Labour Party's promised, is to help more people on being self-employed.
Say if I was working in construction, for argument's sake, and someone turned around to me and said, I've got two candidates. One was John and Jim. John had experience, Jim didn't. Who am I going to take? John or Dave? But why hasn't he been given experience?
Well, that's what people like you should be supported to give that experience.
Of course, but I don't think enough businesses. We're not educated.
This government's been in for the last 5 years, and they haven't pushed that. They've also got funding to local government, which means people locally can't come out to you and say to you, this is what's available.
0-hour contracts. To me, that makes no sense because it's a false sense of security.
We oppose total 0-hour contracts. So what it does is exploits people. It puts fear into people and gives them no livelihood at all, because you're sat by the phone waiting for somebody to ring you to say we're going to be working next day or not.
Like, we want people who are willing to talk to us. You know, we're screaming out for someone to say, right, help us, change our lives, but if we're not educated, you know, how are we meant to change?
It's not just educating, it's about understanding what affects you and what can actually benefit you and what we can do to support, and what are the issues you have locally and how we can support that as well. That's what this is about, keeping in touch.
How's that?
Great, excellent, absolutely. Thanks very much. Excellent. We had a fantastic conversation. A lot of very valid points about what people really don't understand what happens and how we should be contacting people locally in order to inform them to make decisions. And sometimes information gets out but doesn't really get through. Sometimes you put leaflets and things through which don't get read. And a business like this, a flourishing business which is doing fantastic, absolutely well, training people here, having young people coming in, speaking to them, the more contact we have with those sort of people and faded is absolutely fantastic, because this will get out to more people and hopefully we'll get more people engaged in the process.
He didn't try and string me another way either. He was quite clear with his answers. He wasn't trying to put me down a different avenue. So yeah, I mean, he was quite informative, to be fair.
He's done a fantastic job actually. I think I'll have to come here more often. Yeah, good. Thank you. Great.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.